right, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters. Well, it seems like the one franchise, at least cinematically, that had all of its crap together at one time was Marvel's MCU. But they got to the end of Endgame, and look, Robert Downey Jr.'s send-off was very nice, and it was great and all. And making Chris Evans old and giving up the shield, okay, that was great for an ending to a film and what was a very long, successful run that had some very good storytelling in it. Well, the problem with that is Kevin Feige, Disney, and Marvel figured out very quickly that Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, Chris Evans as Captain America were the Luke Skywalker and Han Solo of the cinematic version of the Marvel franchise. And it has been an utter and complete mess ever since then, with Kevin Feige saying we're going full bore woke and into identity politics. The problem with everything they've put out since, it's stunk. Much like Lucasfilm, they've worried more about checking all the appropriate boxes as opposed to actually creating good stories, which is what built the entire MCU to begin with. Well, now we're hearing rumors that Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man's coming back. Well, it seems that a franchise that's got a ton of really good villains, where the hell's Doctor Doom at? Anybody would love to know? I mean, hell, Spider-Man's got a legion of villains that had plenty of crossovers. How about Kingpin? How about making him into something involving the MCU? Nah, we're not going to do that. Because, well, we're creatively bankrupt. And we got all of our priorities wrong. So we're going to bring back THANOS. I mean, I saw this and was like, wait, what's happening here exactly? Have you lost all direction? This is what happens when you hire the wrong people to write stories, do the scripts, do the screenwriting, do everything that's involved in the creative process, and they're not good at what they do, and they don't love these properties. Again, they're concerned about checking boxes. And it's run the MCU straight in the ground. These series are being released like Loki and, my God, they'll probably ruin Daredevil. But She-Hulk comes out, it's trash, dead on arrival. And now we have to bring back THANOS. At least that is what Josh Brolin is saying, that he is hearing is that Thanos is coming back because nobody else can be a bad guy now. This is nuts. Actor Josh Brolin has revealed that he's heard that his villain character of Thanos may potentially return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in some way. The Purple Titan, regarded as one of the most powerful beings in all Marvel, was last seen being killed twice in Avengers Endgame back in 2019. Let's be real. It probably all should have just stopped right there. And then they could have pivoted on, done the X-Men, done the Fantastic Four. They're going to screw both those properties up now. First by beheading and then by dissolving into dust. His body made a brief cameo in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but otherwise he's been gone. The big bad of the Infinity Saga replaced with what was going to be Jonathan Majors' Kang the Conqueror in the Multiverse Saga. Oops. That didn't work out. That plan looks in shambles now, but it's not clear where Marvel will go next. Speaking with Comic Book, Brolin says he's heard talk of a Thanos return in some form. Quote, I hear kind of like through the grapevine that they're going to bring him back. And there's the What If series, and that's a different kind of Thanos and all that. But I don't know in Marvel's world whether they're going to bring him back. But I didn't know he was the most killed off Marvel villain. You learn something new every day. Well, I mean, even worse, are you going to bring him back and you're not calling Josh Brolin, who played that character so fantastically? You're going to blow that too? The same way you've blown bringing back Blade and not having Wesley Snipes play the character, or trying to force feed Anthony Mackie as as Captain America and get that rejected like Dikembe Mutombo in a NBA game from 20 years ago. Wow, unbelievable. That is being completely creatively bankrupt. And look, Endgame ended really, I mean, that entire Infinity Saga ended perfectly. I think a lot of us would have been fine if they just called it a day right there. Like, if you're going to not put the time in the stories and you're going to worry about race-swapping characters and gender-swapping characters and making films about characters that nobody gives a rat's ass about, the Eternals, the Marvels, stop it. Nobody cares about that. And your box office returns show it. Thor, Love and Thunder, I only watched it because Christian Bale was in it. And I'm a big Christian Bale fan. And it was terrible. It felt like a root canal for 2 hours. It really did. It was awful. It was awful. These other series, no, I'm not watching any of them. I'm not. You know, that people are saying Echo is a disaster. The Daredevil spinoff. I mean, who needed a spinoff of Echo? Who was chomping at the bit for that? Exactly. It's unbelievable. These big Hollywood studios, they used to literally just have people sitting around in a conference room and they're going over ideas and everything, but always with the idea in the back of their mind, we're going to make sure we write stories that honor and respect the original lore and the original vision of the story. You know, you watch these Comic-Con panels and this and that and the other, or when they announce shows, and they're always hiring some out-of-the-box talent that they don't care about these franchises. And that's very much part of the problem. Is these people just don't care about these characters. They don't care about these franchises. They want to do something brave, stunning, and courageous with these characters. And what always kills me, and they do this with Star Wars, I just always wanted to see a character like me in Star Wars. Well, wait a minute. In the breath right before you said that, you talked about how much you loved the franchise. So what does it matter if they look and sound like you exactly? I don't get it. You supposedly still fell in love with it. Did you not? Or were you lying? I don't know. It's pathetic. It's in shambles. Robert Downey Jr. is going to come back. Hell, now it looks like Thanos is coming back. Wow. Creatively bankrupt. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.